Hello, this is our fourth online training video on generative AI, and today we will focus on exploring various AI tools. These videos are provided by Salto Digital, and these are especially made for national agencies. Our previous themes were introduction to generative AI, getting to know Copilot and ChatGPT, and on the last video, you got some ideas how to use AI in teamwork. And today we will focus on various AI tools, and at the end, I will give you both some links and also some ideas where you will find more. My name is Matlena Laakso. I'm e-learning expert, and from my blog page in English, you will find all of these videos, the slides, as well as the referral links. So here we have some key facts about many AI tools. They are usually quite user-friendly. They provide usage limits based on, for example, daily or weekly AI credits. They do hallucinate and produce biased outputs. So it means that you always have to be very critical about the output and evaluate it if you can use it or how you have to modify it. The age limit is very often 18, but some educational tools already are available for users of 13 years old and up. You usually get the best results in English or some other big language group. They do have the copyright challenges, as we have talked about previously, and transparency is required. For example, if you create an image, you have to let others know that it's not your painting or it's not a real photograph. And most of the tools still have limited GDPR compliance. So it's best to primarily use the application provided by your employee. But there are so many good AI tools out there that it might be a good idea to explore other tools as well, but do not give them any personal or sensitive data. And in most organizations, you need to use your personal email when using tools that are not recommended by employee. And in addition to exploring all of these tools, it might be a good idea to look how AI has been integrated to the tools that you are already using in your everyday use, because AI is coming to almost all the digital tools, whether you are creating PowerPoints or editing videos or using the tools of your professional life. Responsibility lies always with humans. This is one of my favorite quotes, and it's a reminder that AI doesn't have a human conscious or capability for ethical reasoning. It doesn't have capability for emotions and empathy. AI and these large language models is like simulation of humans. It can sound empathic. It can sound as if it had emotions, but it's just pretending. And that's why the responsibility for knowing and also responsibility for sharing something that AI has created, it always lies with humans. You can ask for advice, you can ask for ideas, but you always have to decide by yourself if the ideas or information is correct, if it's good one, and you are the one who is in charge. You have to make the decisions by yourself, since you are also responsible for making those decisions. So next we will explore various AI tools. I have a list here. We will start with Napkin, which is absolutely my favorite AI tool. Then we continue for Canva for slides and presentations. Adobe Express has been in my top 5 list for a decade at least. It's very similar to Canva. So if you are already using Canva and you are happy with that, you can continue with it. But I will now show you some features of Adobe Express. Leonardo AI is for creating images. HeyGen and Witness are like avatar videos. Google Notebook is their favorite of teachers. Then a few tools for accessibility, for translating, tools for teachers, and maybe we will create a song as well. And at the end, I will give you some tips where to find AI tools and also European alternatives. And at least at the moment, you are free to try out all of these because they have free license. But as the digital tools almost always have, there's also a paid license where you will get some more features, more AI credits, and better privacy as well. So let's check out what is napkin. From these small images, you can see that I have used napkin a lot in these online videos. So there are hundreds of templates, and as in all good AI tools, you can create something with AI out of your own thoughts, your own text, and then you are free to edit whatever you have created. And you can make changes, you can change the text, the colors, and more. And for napkin, at the moment, you will get 500 AI credits free for every week. And it means that you can visualize 500 words. And you are free to edit or import or export them. If you want to pay for this service, then you can also export them as PowerPoint presentations, so it's easier to modify them later on. But for free, you will get the PNG and PDF format. But I want to show you how does it work. So first, you need to sign in, and you can check out the library. That's where you will see what you have created previously. But now I will create a new napkin. There are three alternatives. I will not uh, create with AI, but I will start with the blank napkin. I will add the title, and then I will copy paste the quick steps on how to create a napkin content. And then I choose the text and click this small icon over there, and then it will visualize that me. It will suggest me first 6 possibilities. It will show what models I have used previously, and then I can just explore if it's about brainstorming or about mind maps, or is it a comparison between two things, or if it's a process. And I think this is like a process. I will choose sequence, and even from this choice, I will get several alternatives. I think this is what I like. And then I have different options whether I want it to be black and white, but I prefer these bright colors. And here I have it. And now I'm free to start editing. I can choose the background color, aspect ratio for PowerPoint. Um, I can even change the branding here. So go back to the color choices I made earlier. I can click just text to make some edits from there, or I can click the icons and change the icons to different images. And then I can export it with light or dark mode, or if I want to, I can remove the background, so I can export just the image, or if I want to, I can share the whole document with the text and one or several images in that. So that's napkin. I suggest you will try it out. Okay, and then we have the Gamma. That is a tool for generating presentations and different kind of documents. You can create PowerPoint documents with Copilot and ChatGPT as well. But I think Gamma, it's more appealing visually, at least. You will get a limited amount of AI credits, but by sharing your referral code, you will get some more of it. And you can also make changes how much you use AI when created them, because you can also create them without AI. But I will show you quickly how does it work. So here I will uh, choose to generate the content. I will create presentation. I will choose 5 slides. Actually, it made a few more. Then I will choose the traditional PowerPoint mode, and then I will also choose the language of the output. And then it will first generate the outline. So meaning that it will generate the text, the content, and I can make changes to this content before it will create the slide presentation. Then I can choose whether it's minimal, concise, detail, what does it look like, what's the PowerPoint template over there. And here I will choose stock images because I will use a lot of if AI credits if I will create every image with AI as well. And for Christmas images, the stock photos might be a little bit better. So this is about Christmas celebration in different EU countries. And when it's ready, you can present it and see what it looks like. Now, I haven't critically evaluated this. This is just a demonstration. How does it work? But if I were to use this, I would need to read everything through, check out the text and make some changes. And it's as easy to make changes as in any presentation. So you just click the text or edit it, and you can also change the images, or you can add some more slides, whatever you want to do. Like here you add that it's created with AI. Adobe Express has dozens of features. You can create web content like images. For example, I have created this Instagram and Facebook stories, or I have created infographics of my work here. I created this first in Finnish language, and then I have translated it at least to English and Ukrainian languages. And when you create something, you can start by creating from scratch. You can use templates, or you can ask AI to help you. And there are many different kind of AI tools where you can both generate and edit images, you can translate text, you can do animations, as you will shortly see. And for Adobe Express, the free license is very good. It is quite almost aggressively trying to sell you the license, but start with the free license. And if that's not good enough for you, then you can later on buy the paid license. But the free license works pretty good. You can also animate characters. Hi, Adobe Express has been my favorite for many, many years. Now I show you an example of animated characters. You will find these when you look for different kinds of videos. You just choose the background, the size of the video, and then the character, and then you can record your own talk. So this is what it look like. You need to register. You can do it for free. You can use it for free. And then let's check out what it looks like. So this is the front page. From the plus icon, you will find the quick actions like removing backgrounds from images, or merging videos, or creating these animated characters. And from the generative AI, you will find several possibilities like generating images. That's what I will show you now. So I first wrote here the prompt, 3 cheerful Christmas elves, and then I actually also gave it a composition, a referral image which shows how I want the elves to be in the picture. And then you have here different choices of the content type and so on. And then it will generate the images like here, and I can choose one of these 4 images. And I will also show you how you can edit these images. So when I click the image, I will get the features like removing background or removing objects. I will choose that one, and then I can choose what I will remove from this images. I can choose the size of the brush, so then I would make this a little bit quicker. But however, I will choose something to remove, and then AI helps to try out what is there in the background. How should I replace that person if I just want to have two persons talking with each other here? That's it. It's made. Then I will just choose keep, and I have the new image here. And again, if I want to edit the image, I will click the image, and then I have here this insert object. And then I will add here what I want to insert. I will insert a cat here. Of course, it might be wise to tell a little bit more what kind of cat uh, I want to add there, but now I will just quickly demonstrate it one word, and then it's generating that cat. And now I got three possibilities, and I can generate four more as well. And then I choose keep. And then I can continue editing that image. I can add text, etc. Leonardo is a good tool for creating images. If you want to have some more features than you have in ChatGPT or Copilot, or if you just run out of the credits, and every now and then these AI tools say that there's so much rush, so many other people are using the tool that it's not able to create your images, then Leonardo is a good option. And it has daily tokens, daily AI credits, so it's easy to create some images with this one. So this is what Leonardo looks like. And when you sign in, you will get this kind of options. And you can choose here images, videos, new blueprints, flow state. There are so many different possibilities. I will now choose this image. And interesting thing here is this flow state. Here you can choose the style. The vibe is about randomize. Uh, or you can choose the different styles, and they have here cats as an example. What does it look like? So if you don't choose any, it is this random. And then the lightning, you can choose what style, what kind of light you want to have in your image, and what kind of shot type you want to have. A cat looking at the lens straight, and then the color theme. I will now leave everything randomized, but I will choose this image dimensions. It's a good idea to give AI, allow it to enhance the prompt. And then I will just go back here. Oh, I don't have the prompt. Okay, then I will generate it. And it will usually create several images at a time, and if I will scroll it down, it will give me more and more images, and of course it's always using those prompts as well. And when I like some of them, I can click that one, and I can even upscale it. So okay, that was a paid version, so that is the image I will get for free, and here I can download it or continue editing that image. So here I will introduce you to avatar videos. You can create quite engaging experience with these ones. This might be good for multilingual audience. Uh, in previous years, usually only one video was made, and that was in English. And later on, you started adding captions in different languages. But nowadays, you can also use either yourself or avatar that is speaking any language you want to. So it's easier for you to offer content with various languages. Sometimes you want to record yourself speaking something, but sometimes you probably don't want to show your face, or you don't want to video to be so into your
presence, and you can use these avatars as well. So I showed you Hagen in my first video. I have cloned myself, both my voice and my video presence, so it looks like me speaking almost any language. And now I will show you example of Witness. And these are, like all these tools, quite easy to use. So let's listen to Witness video, what it looks like.
Vidnose offers quick video creation with more than 1900 AI avatars, 2000 realistic voices, and 2800 templates. Users can also generate a custom avatar with natural lip sync, enabling consistent and accessible video production.
Okay, that was it. The lip sync wasn't perfect. I like the idea that they have many video templates, so that you can, create like presentations. Here I had just one quote, so this was quite simple, but you can search for different and more versatile templates there as well. So next we will familiarize ourselves with Google Notebook. I mentioned earlier that this is one of the favorite tools for teachers, but I'm sure you can find some use for this one as well. So it's kind of AI assistant in your notebook. You can upload or link up to 50 of your own PDFs. So if you have PowerPoints, change them to PDF and you can upload them here. If you are using YouTube, you have to be aware that the videos need to have captions because AI is almost always using captions when it's trying to understand what the video is all about. And as in AI in general, do not share documents that you don't have the copyright to or you don't have rights to share. And do not share any sensitive content to any tool that you are not absolutely sure that that tool and your content and your license to that tool allows you to share sensitive information. So this tool can convert your materials to another format. It can, for example, create summaries, frequently asked questions, timelines, mind maps, quizzes, briefing docs, and it can also generate audio and video interviews. And when you are generating an audio overview, you can even join in the chat podcast and make questions and discuss with these AI avatars. Uh, Here you can see the QR code. From there, you can sign in and you can have a look at the one notebook that I have created. There I have used the 3 previous videos. And as I'm just creating the last of these 4 videos, the last one is there as a PDF format, these slides. This Mystery to Mastery is a 8-minute abbreviation of all these 4 videos. And be aware that I have not checked out the content that I have created about these subjects. So that's why I'm sharing them just as a demonstration and a QR code here. If I would share them to YouTube, I would listen to everything and make sure it's okay, the content is okay. So this is what Notebook LM looks like when you have signed in. So first you have here some notebooks that you can check out as an example what you can do with that one. And then you have your own templates there. And when you start creating something new, you just click create a new notebook and then you start adding the sources. Here I have the notebook that I have created from this online video training. So on the left hand side, you can see the sources. I have 3 videos that have captions and the last one that I'm just about to create, that one is as a PDF, the PowerPoints. And in the middle, I have this chat and I have here several options. Sorry, these are now in Finnish. I create the content in English, but it seems that my Google account is in Finnish language. But anyway, here I can define how I want this discussion to be. Is it a normal discussion, or is it more like learning new things? Or if it's something that I want to write a prompt, how you can chat with the content, but I keep the normal here. And then I can choose if the answers will be short or long ones. So here is in the middle is the place where you can chat with the content that I have given here as a source. On the right hand side, I have the studio. So that's where I can create audio podcasts, I can create videos, I can create mind maps, and much more. And when I'm, for example, creating audio podcasts, if I choose it little icon like a pencil, I can choose whether it's something to get to know more, or is it just a short uh, short version of what all this material is all about, or I can create very critical evaluation. That's something I have been thinking that sometime when I will have a keynote presentation, I will practice that. I will insert a YouTube video here, and then it will give me a very critical evaluation of what I'm talking, and then I can make it even better. And then the fourth option here is the debate. And then I can choose which language is used and if it's a short or long one. And then I can give some advice to these podcast professionals that in what style they are talking to, or what is the target group, or what they should especially uh, concentrate on. And you have the same options for or other options here in the studio as well. And on the right hand side in the lower corner, you can watch what I have created. So here's the video from mystery to mastery, and you can of course always open it like this one. This is a 7-minute video of these 4 online training
Generative
videos.
AI, it feels like everybody is talking about it, right? But what does it actually mean for your work, for your creativity, heck, even for your future? In this explainer, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We're going to build a clear, simple way to think about this incredible technology so you can use it creatively, effectively, and this is the big one, safely. Okay, let's jump right in. So, first things first, AI isn't some futuristic idea from a movie. Not at all. It's already
Okay, that's what a video looks like. From QR code, you can watch the whole video. And then we have the AI quiz. So here are uh, questions and answers where you have to choose one, and you can even look for help from down here. And when you answer something, it will let you know whether it was right or wrong. And it will also give you the explanation why this wasn't the right answer. And then you can take the next question and the same thing. Oh, this wasn't right either. So you take the next one and you can continue practicing with these questions. Then it has created, oh, sorry, now I started creating new one. I meant to choose here the, the mind map of this training video series. So it's about foundational concepts, practical tools, ethical use, integration to teamwork, and AI literature. If we will have a look at the practical tools that we are just talking about. So here are some general facts, conversational apps, and this video we are focusing on specific AI tools. Here you can see the list what we are getting to know today. For if we choose this Google Notebook LM, you see that there's no arrow continuing from here, but it will search you some information from Notebook LM, from the slides and from the videos. So it will anyway give you the content, and you can make questions out of it. It seems as even though I have chosen here from the settings that it will produce everything in English. It's still giving me some information in Finnish language. So it's better to have both your Google account and the choices in this notebook LM with the same language. So then I created a podcast, and it's taking some time before we can listen to that. And it's mentioned that it's interactive. So there are two persons, and I can step in to talk. Let's listen to the beginning of this audio.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we've got a pile of material from some top e-learning experts, and our mission is, well, pretty simple.
Hmm.
We want to cut through all the hype and get to the absolute essentials of generative AI, Gen AI.
Yeah,
We're going to focus on the core mechanics and really why AI literacy is something everyone needs now, not just a nice to have.
that's exactly right. And we are really synthesizing these sources to focus on one key difference. It's the gap between how Gen AI works, which is all math, and how we as humans actually think.
Right.
Understanding that difference, well, it changes everything about how you should use the
Okay,
tool.
that was I won't now join to the discussion, but that would be a possibility as well. So we had this mind maps video, quiz, audio, and then we have here flashcards as well. So what is the term for AI that can create new content such as images, text, music, slides, and then prompt it? So it must be the generative AI. And I click here, see the answer. Yeah, that was it. And now I can even ask for explanation. What is generative AI? So it's giving me explanation here in the chat. So now you probably understand why teachers love this tool, because they can create something out of their own materials, but make that material more multi-modal, and there is always someone to explain you about this. And it's not searching information from internet, but it's just using the sources you have given it. So that's what these flashcards are like. So here you can see the summary of Notebook LM, the sources, the chat that you can modify to your needs, and the studio, and then the creative content. And you can share it from the upright corner from here, and here you have the settings where you can choose the language settings and other settings as well. This video is created in the last days of November, and all these AI tools are so new that they are in constant change. I have written several blog posts on Notebook LM in Finnish language, and there's always something new. Here I can already see that here is an infographic and slideshow. That is something that is not available yet, but probably in the beginning of next year, 2026, you will get these features as well. And some of these features of Notebook are available in other AI tools as well. So then a few words about accessibility and translating. Here I just have a list of links. I thought I'm not going to show you these, but these are easy to use. DeepL is said to be one of the best, or maybe the best tools for translating, and that's a tool that many professional translators are using as well. Then there's this reading coach. That is when you want to practice speaking a foreign language. You can choose your own text, or you can create text with AI and then read out loud, and the AI will give you feedback, and it will especially give you some words that you need to practice with. Then we have the immersive reader. It's a product by Microsoft, but it's used by many of its partners as well, just like ThingLink. So it means that when you have text, you can open the immersive reader. Here you can see how you can do it in Teams. So when you have a message in Teams environment, you click the three dots and you will find the reader there. So with that, I can uh, change this text in English to any other language, or if I need to, I can listen to the text, or I can make the text bigger if I have some problems by seeing that text, or if I'm just learning the language, I can, for example, mark all the adjectives in a certain color to help me understand the structure of the text. So it's like dictionary and many other tools, but as a built-in features in many Microsoft and their partners tools. Then I have here a web page of Datero. That's a web page where especially students with special needs can find free tools for different devices, how you can uh, make text to speech or speech to text or focus better. There are some other themes as well, but there are some very practical tips. And I guess we all need this kind of tools. Sometimes you have a document that is quite hard to read, or you want to go for a walk and listen to that document. So that's where you will find tools for that one. And then, of course, very many video editing and video sharing platforms like YouTube have tools for adding captions automatically. For example, for this video, uh, I will let YouTube to create the captions, but I will check out at least at the beginning that my name and some names of these tools are written properly. These videos are also shared by Salto Digital, and they might have better captions, but I'm allowed to share this in YouTube as well. So that's where I will use the automatic captions. When you have images, comics, you have infographics that are not so easy to write alternative text, you can use AI for that. It's pretty good in that kind of work as well. Just use Copilot or ChatGPT, even though there are some specialized tools for writing alternative text as well. And then many tools have AI driven accessibility checkers for documents and websites. So there are quite many ways how AI is helping people with special needs or working in multicultural, multilingual environments. Here are three pictures of how I used AI during preparation of this presentation. So I was preparing the content myself. I didn't use AI to help me. I did ask some small questions about giving me some examples or something, but I mainly used materials I had created before, and then I changed them to English language and changed them to better suit this new target group, NA professionals instead of Finnish teachers. Uh, for translating, I used tools of PowerPoint, which translates automatically, but I also used a lot of DeepL to find the good phrases. And of course, I edited everything by myself, and I did a lot of that editing because automatic translation is not good enough. And then to finalize both the PowerPoint and especially to activate my English, I had long discussions with AI, especially with ChatGPT about these themes. I use ChatGPT because I can work with my computer, and then I had ChatGPT open on my mobile phone. And every time I was wondering how to say something, I asked ChatGPT, for example, should I talk about generating images or creating images when I'm using AI? Every now and then I ask AI to listen when I talk the content of one slide, and after that give me feedback. And the most common feedback what I need to work on was to how to say things in a little bit more professional way. I'm able to make myself understood, but to use a little bit more professional words, yeah, or more words that native speakers would use. For example, in this presentation, there was earlier a list of AI tools and how what is similar to several AI tools, and I wrote there easy to use. And ChatGPT suggested me that they are user friendly. That would be more professional way of using English, I suppose. So, so that's how I used. And I think the main idea with ChatGPT was not to get perfect slides, but to activate my English speaking to be able to give this presentation. Uh, you are not teachers, but you many of you are working with teachers. And I thought I will just give you a few tips. There are really many this kind of tools in the internet. And the new version is with Copilot. If you have the educational license for Copilot and you are working in educational institution, you have the so-called teach feature. That's still a very basic one, but I'm sure Microsoft will make it a lot better in the coming months. Um, in these pictures, there's a magic school, which is quite popular. There's, I don't remember, around 1,000 different kind of features what you can do with AI. Many of these features are something you can do with Copilot or ChatGPT as well, but it's easier to use Magic School since there are ready-made prompts. If you are creating multiple choice quizzes, you just tell the subject and what age are the children you are creating this one. You don't need to talk tell about pedagogy. You don't have to tell what is a good multiple choice question like. And another other web page is this teaching assistant of Padlet. Padlet is very popular tool among teachers, and it has several. At the moment, they are all free, and you can even try them out without signing in. But they are creating uh, as this is improving, you need to probably pay at least for some of the content. That's the same with every tool, pretty much. And Diffit is one very easy to use. So you just tell the subject you are creating, the language, and the age of the students, whether they are small children, teenagers, university students. And you will first get these adaptive reading passages. You will get the summary, vocabulary, and three kind of questions, as well as these images. And here you can see the customize, which means that you can ask it the content with Shakespeare English or easy to understand language or more academic language. There are different choices what you want the style to be. And at the end, you can choose from different customized activities, whether you are doing comprehensive uh, uh, tests or whether you want to learn more about reading or you want some information for group work, etc. Okay, and then we'll come to Suna. That is one of the most popular tools for generating music, and it's very easy to use. You can write here the symbol, or you can choose the custom if you want to give more instructions on how to use it. But the minimum thing is to sign in, choose create from here, and write your own prompt here or the words for the music, and then you can choose the style. Of course, you can write the style as part of the prompt as well. And just quickly you will get music that you have here. You can share it, you are free to use it. As in many tools, if you want to use it commercially, then you need to buy a license. But if you are not using it commercially, you are free to use and share the music. And always when you create a music, it will create two quite similar songs, so you will get 10 songs, but 5 of them are quite similar to each other. And nowadays, when they have just released the new version, you will get the beginning of the song with this new version. So you can have a glance what better paid version would give you as well. But let's check it out. I will open this sooner. To use Suno, you have to sign in, and then you can either listen to the music that others have created, or you can create your own music by choosing the create from the left hand side. And there you can go to custom, where you can add audio, persona, inspiration. Uh, some of these are only for users of pro account. You can add here the lyrics, you can choose the different styles, and from advanced options, you can, for example, choose whether you want to have the uh, song, the vocal gender, male or female, and you can choose the weirdness of the song. Okay, that was a pro plan as well. I usually just go to simple because I'm not a musician, so I'm quite happy with that one. And then I can just write a song description here. You can add the here already to pop song and energetic, inspiring, or you can choose from all these options what kind of music you want to create. So I just added a prompt and I will click create, and pretty quickly it will give you the songs. They are here on the right hand side. So let's listen what it will be like. Step into the stream where the future flows. Coding words, the magic grows. Every click's a spark, every line a flame. We're writing the rules of the game. Questions meet answers in the blink of an eye. Okay, it's still creating the songs, but we can already listen to it. And from these three dots, you will get some more possibilities what you want to listen. And then the other one is quite similar usually. Step into the stream where the future flows. Code and words, the magic grows. Every click's a spark, every line a flame. We're rewriting the rules of the game. Okay, so it always creates two songs, but now I noticed that it creates even two more, but this is only the first minute of the new song, and you can upgrade it when you pay for the license. So this should be a little bit better music. Let's listen just a few words from the beginning. Mm, yeah, 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 yeah. We logged into a brand new age, screens alight, a digital stage, fingers fly, the future's near. Every click, the path is clear. Building with ideas, sparks collide. Man and machine, side by side. The future's in motion, we're taking the lead. Okay, that had at least better words because it has something about learning new skills. And when I want to create something new, let's take a song about early December busyness, and then during the December, the mood lifts and families get together, people enjoy winter outdoors and so on. And let's check out what other. This was like a pop song, and what we will find here: reggae, jungle, car music, indie rap, drums. Um, what is hypnotic rhythm? Let's choose that one. And here you see that it really creates them just a few seconds.
The clocks keep spinning, days blur thin, race we're running, but where to begin? The streets are humming, lights burn bright, frantic river.
Okay, so I got these two songs, and if I want to share it, here's this arrow key. Now I have copied the song link, and I can share the song to anyone I want. And here are some other options. You can even download that one, or you can move it to trash if you don't want to keep it here available. That was the song. So why not create a new Christmas song for your friends or for family, or maybe for some uh, presentation you will have in a seminar or the training session. You can ask participants to summarize what they have learned to a prompt of 200 letters, and then you copy paste the prompt here and create a song and celebrate what you have just learned. So two more slides, and that's it for this presentation. So what are the best AI tools? There are coming new tools all the time, and the old ones are changing, and sometimes they are changing for good. Sometimes they get too expensive for you to use. So we are in a constant change. You can ask search engines to look for the list for the best AI tools. For example, if you want to find free tools or easy tools or tools for certain kind of purpose or tools for creating audio or video or visualization. Uh, so instead of asking just the best tools, tell what you want to use those tools for. Uh, it might be also worth searching for a list in your own language. Uh, you could create a survey for your colleagues. What are the best tools? Because they are doing the similar kind of work, so they might have good ideas as well. It's very important to share ideas on AI, how to use it, how not to use it. When you have some ethical questions, share them with your colleagues and think together what is the best way of continuing. Um, you could also have a practice that you introduce one tool in your weekly meetings. It takes just 5 minutes. You tell the name or the web address of the tool. You tell what you can do with that one and maybe show a couple of examples. On the right hand side, there are a few links, website, for example, there's an AI for that, or AI tools reviewed, Futurepedia, future tools, uh, that you can search for good AI tools. You will find hyperlinks from this Padlet environment. That Padlet is in Finnish language, but the tools are same. In Finland, we mainly use tools that the basic language is in English language. The first row of this Padlet is about AI guides and AI massive open online courses or AI recommendations or how to create prompts. It's a basic information to AI. And the second row is about this general purpose tools like Copilot and ChatGPT. The next one is about images, then about videos. Then there are some other tools and tools for educators. And in the seventh row, there are my AI materials too. So I'm sure you will understand some of it and at least the names of the tools, even though that's in Finnish language. Here I have a web page. It's not just about AI, but it's digital tools in general. Here you can find the European alternatives. Also, some of the tools that I introduced you to were European, but not all of them. So it might be a good idea to check out if you could change some of your tools to more European. As we know, AI doesn't have values, AI doesn't have opinions, but the companies who are creating these tools, they do have values. Uh, so when using European tools, they might be more like European values and they take care of, for example, data protection as well. Now it's time to say thank you for watching this video. I wish you very inspirational moments when trying out these tools, and I wish you even more inspirational moments when you share your thoughts and your experiences with your colleagues. At the background, I have my Christmas tree as it was still in the forest. So I wish you all happy holidays. Bye bye.